Ahoy, my Intoxiholics. How is everybody doing? Lazar from Brisbane, Queensland. Nice to see you as always, my friend. How's everything doing? Now, Laz, did I see correctly, or am I just imagining this? Did I see correctly? You said you went out and got this game on the back of the streams. Now, see, if you actually did, and I haven't just imagined this, what I need to do is I need to screenshot it and I need to send it to the developers of the game and say, hey, somebody went and bought this specifically because of me playing it. Where's my money? Of course, I'm only mucking around having a laugh. I'm not entitled to anything from somebody going out and deciding to purchase the game. Although I could, there are things that you can sign up for, like Amazon referrals and things like that. So it is a thing that does actually exist. But yes, obviously in the case scenario that I'm talking about, just mucking around, having a little bit of a laugh, as I do. Welcome along over there on Twitch. Who have we got on Twitch? Don't be shy now. The Twitchers. It's always the talkative people on YouTube and the quiet ones over on Twitch. Lazar, you purchased it on sale for $7.50 on the Nintendo Switch e-store. Very nice. Why is that over my face? The question is over my face. Why is that? We need to move that. There we go. Purchased it on sale for $7.50. Nice. I actually, well, Killer Frequency is on the PlayStation, what's it called? PlayStation Plus. The PlayStation Plus. So, even though it's listed as a free game, I suppose you could say that it cost me whatever PlayStation Plus costs per month. Technically is what it cost me. Which is fine, not a problem. I'm enjoying it. It's a fantastic game. I have absolutely no problem paying even like modern day games that are like $150. You don't mind paying it if they're good or infrequent. Okay, so exceptions to the rule are games like FIFA and Madden and games that come out every year, regardless. WWE 2K. I never purchase the most recent one. I always wait a little bit of, you wait a little bit of time for these annual game titles. You wait just a little bit of time and the price inevitably drops. So I always play it smart in that sense. I am not a patient man in most cases, but for $150, which, it's not a whole heck of a lot of money, but it's a decent amount of money. $150 can get you 2 bottles of Captain Morgan, for example, or one video game. I'm happy to wait till that $150 game becomes $60 on sale and I get my 2 bottles of Captain Morgan. That's the way I like to do business. I'm a patient man in that sense. Anyway, what am I even on about? It's going to be a long old night. We're in for a long old night, Intoxiholics. I hope you're up for it. Oh! Excuse me. Okay, so we are going to jump back into Killer Frequency. It is worth noting for complete transparency that I have played this game before. It was a while ago, though. It was when the game first came out. And I can tell you with 100% truthfulness, honesty would be an easier way to go about saying that, but I digress. 100% honesty, truthfulness Jones. I forget what happened in the game. I've played it through all the way once before, completely forget. We're playing it through again, and I'm really enjoying it. I knew that I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it second time over as well. Lazar, you're probably... your problem, perhaps, let's read the rest of it. Your problem with purchasing WWE 2K, which I would mainly purchase for GM mode, yes, is by the time you buy it, the next one is out. Yeah, well, yes. actually, Laz, I'll tell you, if 2K released just an undeniable, an unignorable GM mode, that is what would actually get me to purchase 2K on the day of release. If they had like what was the all-time great wrestling GM mode game from the consoles? It was it'd be Here Comes the Pain or SmackDown Here. Oh no, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain had the story mode, the best story mode. Which one had the best GM mode? One of the SmackDown games had the best GM mode ever. It's pretty much hands down, universally agreed by wrestling fans that this old school SmackDown versus Raw game is the best GM mode ever. If they did anything similar to that, I would fork out straight away. My problem with the GM modes from the 2K games currently is I have fun playing them. I really do. Don't get me wrong. When I play them, I enjoy playing them. I love having WrestleMania main events of R-Truth versus Brock Lesnar for the world title. Love it. I love putting custom characters in and just having the most random bollocks. One of my favorite all-time feuds was Dolph Ziggler. Get this, Lazar. How do you think about this? WrestleMania main event feud in my GM mode. Dolph Ziggler versus Ravishing Rick Rude. Tell me that is not just a beautiful thing. Ginger King, ahoy mate. Some guy keeps whistling, and this town has a problem staying alive when they hear it, especially with me on the case. The 911 boards have been transferred over to me, and it's up to me to save the day. They're all screwed. They're all screwed, and they know it. Lazar says WWE should bring a game that you only pay for updates. Not have to purchase a whole new game each year. Yeah, I guess. Look, for a consumer, that would be the ideal scenario, right? But I completely understand from a business standpoint and a developer standpoint, I get it, and I completely understand why that would never happen. I tell you what, though, if it ever did happen, the good grace that that developer would get with the fans, right? The good grace that they would get. Ginger King, you forgot about that? The storyline, the rerouting of the 911 calls seems illogical and illegal. Well, I guess the thing, Ginger King, is we're in a small town here, so nobody probably cares. I mean, I don't know. I've passed through some small towns in my time, just driving on through. Keep on driving through some small towns, and yeah, it is like going into a completely, everything's just really relaxed. They're probably, I believe that the whistling man that we're encountering here in this game, it's a what's the word? It's a long time anyway, between the original moment and now it resurfacing. So yeah, it's probably just a mere coincidence that all these 911 calls are, and the whistling man is linking up at the same time that it needed to be rerouted through the radio station. Lazo, you missed the rugby league games with manager mode. You loved playing as a manager, would play both NRL and Super League on it. Yeah, I can say that there are some. There are some that still exist on PC, but they're not great. I mean, look, they are what they are, but they're not necessarily great. So, Rugby League Team Manager on Steam and Rugby Union Team Manager on Steam. If you've played them, you'll understand. They're not fantastic. They actually get really negative reviews, but at least it's somebody having a crack. It's somebody trying to bring that football manager style to rugby league union. So yeah, rugby league team manager, rugby union team manager. Get them on sale. Do not pay full price for them. You will be disappointed. I think if you get them on sale, though, if you're a PC gamer and you grab them on sale, I feel like you might be a little more accepting of the flaws within the game. But yeah, I mean, at least it's something they're trying. And in terms of wrestling managers, we've talked about it before on the Not Another Bloody Wrestling show. That's over on my Wasted Water Sports channel every fortnight, Monday nights, every second Monday, 6:30 p.m. We've talked about it over there before as far as wrestling managers. Journey of Wrestling, a browser-based game. It's also available on Steam. Very, very small price. The talk about a developer that doesn't make you fork out. Now, that's probably because it's mainly just pixel graphics, and it is just a manager. Management games are basically just spreadsheet editors in many respects, aren't they? But no, this is a good lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's pixel graphics. It's fantastic. You can load up many, many user-created databases that have all the real names and all the real promotions and whatnot. And it's a jolly good time. Jolly good time it is. Now, what's going on here? I've changed all my cameras have moved around, and I think there's a little bit of clipping up the top there. All right. Everyone's probably sick of me talking now, so let's get back into the game. Lazar, old school EWR. Extreme Warfare Revenge, for those who don't know. Wrestling, pro wrestling management games. Nice. It's still available for free. That's the beauty of it. Extreme Warfare Revenge is still, to this day, freely available, and it still runs. Now, it's worth pointing out the Journey of Wrestling has a free version as well. There are just some extra advantages to forking out. I think it's like $10 for a license for Journey of Wrestling for the full features. But yes, EWR, even to this day, I believe, is still free to play, and there is still a huge community doing mods for it. And as much of a fan as I was of Total Extreme Wrestling, which was the next evolution of EWR, you just had to invest so much time into Total Extreme, didn't you? Extreme Warfare Revenge was one of those games that it was. I don't want to be insulting and call it bare bones, but comparatively, Total Extreme Wrestling, which I believe is from the same developers, or at least somebody who picked up the framework of EWR and built upon it, at the very least. I'm not sure entirely on that one. But it's just so detailed, so in-depth. You have to put so many hours into it. EWR, what I loved about it was you could just pick it up, same as Journey of Wrestling. You can just pick it up and you can just sink yourself into it for a few hours, and in a few hours you can have played years of in-game time. In a few hours of gameplay, you could take a small indie promotion and get them a national presence. But anyway, I digress. Killer Frequency. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. This will be interesting to see how this plays out. You know when you feel a sneeze coming and kind of like, is it there or not? I feel like I could be on the brink. I might just randomly break out into a sneeze. Ah! Christ, I told you that was going to happen. Excuse me. All right. What are we up to here? My objective is nothing. I've come back to the game and my objective is nothing. Well, that is just fabulous. Excuse me, love. Can you recall what I'm supposed to do? Why do you look so pained about everything? All right, we've got to now try and figure out what the last objective was, and I've got to try and remember the controls as well, for crying out loud. Well, there's still some music playing. There's music playing. Oh, there's a call on the line. All right, well, let's take that then. That will answer some questions for us, I'm sure.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
All right. You're on the line. Caller 1.
Time to turn the music off.
Oh, geez, sorry. I forgot that it was even on.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song,
Oh,
Forrest.
no. We don't have it.
But you didn't?
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh, well remembered. My name is Dawn, and I wanted to ask you again to play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home? You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
You want something different, perhaps?
You must really love that song. If you're calling up to ask for it when you know we don't have it.
Well, I do love it. And I don't want to argue, but you do have it. It's just outside the window.
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm
Yeah, what do you
really
think this
sorry,
is?
Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the Whistling Man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
Nope. I'm sorry, Don. I'm just not going out there.
We're not doing
But
it.
I think you will. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
No. I call bollocks.
Here's some music for you while I think things over.
I call bollocks. She doesn't know anything. She knows nothing. Hang on, I just need to check something real quick. I've got to make sure that I haven't accidentally gone live on Wasted World of Sports.
Come on, Forrest. Put
That'd be
some music
awkward.
on already.
All right, Peggy. Wait. So impatient. All right. Let's just play the same song that was on. Why not? We'll play that
like this
exact
next
same
song.
song.
Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
Peggy, I mean, is she serious about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a choice, do we? If
Yes.
she's telling the truth...
Yes, we do. Yeah. Why don't you go out there, huh? If you're the one that thinks we don't have a choice, you go out there and put your life in danger. How about that?
Then why don't you go and get it?
It's one of Reggie's K-Fam regulations.
Ah,
I
right.
can't leave the booth while we're on air.
Peggy,
Just... you can do it, okay?
Well,
fine.
You're a good man, Forrest. I'll slide you the key to the fire door.
oh yeah, thanks.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, it... You know, I never thought about it, but yeah. We should talk to Reggie about that later.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I'll hold the fort down while you're out. Maybe I'll even get a caller. That could be exciting. 189.16, The Scream. With me, Peggy.
Mm-hmm. I'll just leave that there. All right. Yes, we're on our way outside. Joy. Yeah, this is it. This is exactly what we want to do. I told you, like, okay, so just add it to the list, right, Ginger King? Let's just add it to the list. 911. 911's inactive. It's been rerouted to the local radio station because, yeah, I mean, as if that's not bad enough. Now we've got a fire escape that requires unlocking. And Peggy's the only one, apparently, with the key for it. So, wow, yeah, just All kinds of stuff going on here. Oh, God. Here we go. We're outside.
I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the whistling man. Out here. In the open. Alone.
All alone outside. Yes. All right. So, where is the studio window, I guess? What I need to... Ah! Oh. Wait. That was somebody. Okay. Am I just seeing things or did somebody walk past? Thankfully on the other side of that fence. Oh, here we go. What's this? That's it.
Here it is. Long ride home.
Found it. That was easy. Oh, but hang on. Don't fire exits have no way back in if you let the door close?
Of course. It locks behind me. And of course the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic. Maybe there's another way back into the basement. A door, elevator, or something.
Oh. We're locked out. What about this? We are locked out. There's a killer on the loose in town and we are locked out of the studio. All for a, oh, what's this? A fuse. A5. All for this record to get information that I bet this woman doesn't even have. I bet she's messing with us and doesn't even have the information that she claims. She claims to know who's next. Only Goldberg knows who's next. Right, Lazar? The way it works. Well, this... Okay, I've got a new fuse A5. Let's see. What's not working?
Looks like I'm going to have to hunt around for some new fuses.
All of them. Or is A5 just like a brand name sort of thing? You know what I mean? That seems fine. That actually seems okay, that one. These ones look like they're broken. They look like they're really old and broken down. I think they're all going to be A5, aren't they? Well, let's just throw this one away. If I can remember the button for throw. One of these buttons is to throw stuff. Or I can just place it down. Very, very gently place it down. So we need... 1, 2, 3... Well, 2 more. We needed 3 fuses. Already found one. We need 2 more. Here's one. Maybe. What's this? It says fuse on it. A30. Well, that's no good. Okay. They specifically have to be A5. 2 more A5 fuses before we get murdered. Fair enough. Oh, this is great. This is exactly what we want it to be doing. By the way, there's another A30. This is exactly what we wanted. We wanted to be outside in the dark with a killer on the loose. Ah! A5. Got it. All right, one more. One more. There it is. Next to a mouse. Why put a mouse trap outside exactly? The mouse has all rights to live outside, surely. in an alleyway like that. The mouse has a right to live. Oh, wait. Okay. I think I've made a mistake here. Hang on. Quick toilet break. I'll be right back. Yeah, okay. So, see that sticky note? That post-it note there says 70. I think I know this just makes sense, right? Let me see if it makes sense. It says 70. There's 4 slots. There's A5s. There's A30s. I think 70 is the number that we have to get the fuses to add up to for it to work. My first thought was the one in there is A5. They all need to be A5s. But what I'm thinking now, that post-it note that says 70, there's A30s, there's A5s. I think we need those 2 A30s that I left on the ground earlier and 2 A5s to make it A70. The number has to add up to 70 is what I'm thinking. So we need to collect these if that's the case. These A30s that I left behind before. That makes sense, right? Chat room, that makes sense. You can see the logic. You can see my little brain ticking away there somewhere in the background. I think that is the case. There is the other A30. Pick that one up, all right. That would make sense. Make the numbers add up to 70. Oh, man. Okay, I've got to... Damn it. I forgot. I've got to take these old ones out. Pop those ones down. And slap in the old A30s. And we'll see if my theory was correct.
Bingo!
Bingo! See? I go all right when I want to. When I really put my mind to things, mind you, when you think about it, relatively straightforward. I shouldn't get too excited, too carried away. See, now I've figured out the puzzle, but now it's over here. I'm immediately lost. I think it's over here behind the staircase.
I could probably survive that fall.
Okay, he wasn't even finished those words out of his mouth. I'd already gone down. So, yes, you'll be fine, mate. You survived the fall. But now, okay, I have a slight problem here. There's a killer on the loose in town, and we have now had to enter the studio through the basement's now open. Right? Is there no way to close this now from... We're just sitting ducks. We're sitting ducks in here.
Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
Clive the janitor. Yeah, now it's all just open and anyone can wander in at any point. Zio! Ahoy! Long time no see, my friend. How are you? Hey, there's a whole other room here. Oi! This is supposed to be a cabinet. Oh! There's a whole...
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Oh! There's a whole... Okay, there's a whole hidden room in the basement. Oh my god. Zio, you were the girl who's named Mai Sakura. Yes! Welcome along. Have we found the killer's hideout? There's names, there's places. Mannequins. Oh, these are creepy, right? What's the deal with these? Yeah, they're pretty creepy. A key.
Huh, there's a key. I'll just take that. Might be important.
And how have you been, Mai Sakura? I hope all is well. Dear, oh dear. The old 80s film manic. At least they're not moving, right? That's always a bad time when the mannequins are on the move. Actually, I better not speak too soon, I suppose. You know those games where the mannequins move unless you're watching them? You have to keep an eye on them all the time or they creep up on you. Okay. Well, let's go tell Peggy. Peggy needs to know about this. Hey, Peggy, you know that bloke Clive, the janitor that you were talking about? Yeah, he's a real weirdo. Ah! Oh! All right. I'm okay. He's a real weirdo, this bloke.
I wonder how the show's going.
It'll be funny if Killer Frequency turns out to be like the film Hot Fuzz, where the whole township is a killer cult. How cool, honestly. Speaking of those movies, how cool is Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, right? Is that his name? Frost? Simon, I definitely know Simon Pegg. Shaun of the Dead, fantastic film. Hot Fuzz was a little bit of fun. And, of course, Frosty Boy did an Amazon series called something. It was some paranormal investigators type of thing that he did. And Simon Pegg was in it as well. Unlisted. If you've seen it, you'd know the one that I'm talking about, obviously. Yeah, but it was Nick Frost, I think his name is. And Simon Pegg was in it, but I believe uncredited. And it was an Amazon series. It was a good lot of fun. I only got the one season, I think, but yeah, it was good fun.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Yeah. Oh, you thought something happened? You sent me outside with a killer on the loose.
Clive, the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me, so...
She sends me outside with a killer on the loose and then acts all crazy when I come back.
Why did you heave that thing all the way up here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell, and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair. All right, let's run
Crazy
through
woman.
this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement made by our creepy janitor who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
And on the creepy board,
you're
are the
creepy.
names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too. The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
I'm going to hit the button right now.
How's it going?
Because I need help. I need help almost immediately.
I'm ready.
Oh,
Sure.
no!
We've only got one shot
We're
at
not
this.
ready. We're not ready at all. No, no. We are absolutely not ready.
Actually,
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, you said hit the button if I needed help.
How's it going?
I meant I'm ready for help. That's what I meant. I'm ready for help, not I'm ready to...
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Damn it.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is.
Oh,
There's
okay.
4 locations, right? And 4 people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great.
Mark,
Need any more help?
hang on. Yes. Are you telling me I need to go back down into the basement? I don't like this plan.
Yes, please.
Sure. I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about. You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
So, am I going back to the basement? I'll check the board that's in the studio first. That makes sense to do that. Before I go traipsing about the place, I'll check the board that is within the studio. All right, so let's suss that one out first. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here it is right here. All right. Justice. What did that say? Justice for... So we have to... Right, this is our mission. There's locations, power station, trailer park, trailer park boys, hospital, gas station. And there's 4 names. 4 names. Yeah, 4 names, 4 circle people, 4 possible locations. We need to organize these articles. All right, well, okay, how should we do this? Let's get the locations and put them around the top like that. I don't know. Are there any... what would be the job description for this? The job description for this would be... yeah, some sort of organizational skill required. Now, I already asked May Sakura if she wanted to do some work for me last night. And she said no. I don't suppose she'd want to... Rick Grimes! Just in time. Rick will do this job for us. Rick's a team player. We've got to do some data organization, Rick. Data organization is not always the most entertaining thing. I'm going to try and make it as entertaining as possible, though. All right, so we've got the 4 people. We've got 4 locations. We need to match these news stories up with the people and the location so that we can try and figure out who is where. Let's just move stuff all out of the way for now. Flew for the... Okay, look, local doctor, K. Walker. Well, that is an obvious one, right? Local doctor, K. Walker, recommends all locals get their flu shot ASAP. Right. I don't know what it is, but I reckon she did it. Because we all know what happens if you get your shots. But I digress. Flu season is upon us. 84 is no different to any other year. Make sure you are protected. Right. Protected. Sorry. Okay, but this one's obvious. Kim Walker, K. Walker, Hospital. Hospital Jones, right there. That one's an easy one. I feel like they're just going to get harder from here. Staff surge at the power station. Safe and effective, right? Safe and effective. Tested. Thoroughly tested by a worldwide medical organization. Staff surge at power station. Gallows Creek Power Station hires 20 new staff in record hire, 12 of which were students from Gallows Creek High. Okay, so this is power station. Which one of these is a student? I think we can probably scrub out Kim Walker. She wouldn't be the student. Will this... Oh, this will tell us. Okay. Class of 69. Wait a minute. There's another K. Walker. I don't think that's the people that we're interested in, though. It's only the ones circled. So it's Kim Walker, Improv Club, Rebecca Allen, Car Club, Ant Williams, Car Club, Chuck Brody, Athletics Club. Well, it could... That doesn't really help us. Okay, but anyway, this is definitely power station. So I'm just going to put that up here for now. I need to move this. What I need to do. Put that down there. I'll do that one next. We need to move this. This is power station related, but I don't know who it's about yet. A student, but from the looks of it, they're sort of all students. Yeah, they're all that graduating class. Oh boy, this is fun. Can I get a closer look at that? There we go. Festival of Disaster. Big wheel breaks free. 15 injured. Who's to blame? The government. That's who. Gallows Creek Harvest Festival closed early this year after tragedy struck only hours after opening. The big wheel broke free from its supports and rolled through town. An investigation is currently underway. All right, well... Okay. I'm going to put that one up there for now. That didn't really offer anything up for us. 5 dead, 16 injured after brakes fail on bus. The deceased have been identified as Gallows Creek locals. Mr. D. Rudd, M. Houghton, Mr. P. Stein, Mrs. K. Stein, and Ms. J. Mildred. Police have asked for the privacy for the families of the victims. The incident is not being treated as suspicious. Oh no, that's Alan. And Williams. Okay, well, geez, let's just leave that there for now. These news stories aren't really... Okay, who got married? Kim Walker. Congratulations, Kim. Well, we'll put this one next to Kim. The marriage announcement. Kim Walker and Peter Stein. Oh, wait. Okay. Are we starting to form a connection here? So Kim Walker, there's a Stein here. Mr. P. Stein. P. Stein. Peter Stein. Okay, so that's Kim Walker's husband. All right, let's... Okay, this is a small connection, but a connection nonetheless. She might not feel... Whoops. She might not feel like the bus crash was not suspicious. She might feel the bus crash is very suspicious, right? Since her husband was involved. And maybe, just maybe, she'll be upset with the people that perhaps worked wherever it was that they were working. All right, so yeah, that's a loose connection. Mind you, I completely forget what we're trying to connect.
How's it going?
Let's ask Peggy.
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics.
Let's do that. That'll help me
Work
out.
Who the next target is.
Right.
There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
I've got an even better solution. Why don't we just call the places now and find out firsthand if said people are at said locations? Wouldn't... Or have I just misunderstood something completely? Which is possible. Have I misunderstood something completely? Wouldn't that make more sense? We just call around straight away now rather than bollocksing about trying to figure this out.
I'm good now. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
Trailer park. Okay, so trailer for sale. Lot 101. Contact estate agent Tyler Wallace for more information. I'm sick of being a local celebrity. People are so mean to me. I only stole a few cars. Who cares? Buy a new one. I'm selling my trailer and leaving town ASAP. I just want to get out of here. Please buy it. All right. Well, that's trailer park. Let's put this one above the trailer park. Crime syndicate. Criminal operation shut down. 24 arrests. Police have today finally put an end to a long-running car thieving crime syndicate. The informant has asked to remain anonymous and will hereafter be referred to as RA. Has walked free with no charges. Hang on, are any of these people RA? Rebecca Allen! Oh, Rebecca Allen, that's you. Okay, we're going to put this one RA. What a giveaway. Oh, that's terrible. Great. I suppose, though, for a town that reroutes their 911 calls through the local radio station, we shouldn't be surprised at all that their witness protection's so poor. Justice for festival victims. Investigators blame 2 engineers that were contracted in from the local power station. Okay, so this is... Right. Power station. Let's put that there. So, all right. So, there was a staff surge at the power station. They brought in a whole bunch of students. 12 students from Gallows Creek High. And the students basically sucked at their jobs and caused this accident with the big wheel, the Festival of Disaster, which claimed the lives of people. Tragedy struck. We don't know who yet. We don't know who died in that one. The bus was something else. The bus was something else. Is your car safe? Sheriff Matthews warns citizens to look out for suspicious behavior after multiple car thefts. Crime wave of 70 will be stopped. I can assure you we must work together to bring down this criminal. All right, what do we got here? Gas station, 24-hour gas station. Gas station purchased by someone who won the lottery 14 years ago. So, what, 14 years before 1986 is 72. All right, who won the lottery in 72? Local legend takes to Manhattan. Who won the lottery in 72? '87 health convention. Do you care about health and safety? Good. But what if I said no? That's why these sorts of adverts don't really work, do they? Come down to the yearly convention featuring special mystery guest. The lead engineer responsible for the Gallows Creek Harvest Festival disaster in 1970. It's not a special mystery guest if you announce who it is. They say that you learn from your mistakes. Well, I turned mine into a career. '87, infamous author of the tell-all book Diary of a Car Thief moves out of Gallows Creek for a new life in the big city. Lazar's like, they all sound sus. Rick Grimes says that's like when they announce a wrestling return and act like it's a surprise. Or there's a wrestler. You know what I've always found funny, Rick? And this is sort of like the suspension of disbelief that has to come with being a wrestling fan, right? Somebody returns after an absence. So, okay. First thing is that they usually, not always, this is not always the case, but more often than not, to get the big pop, right? They come from the back. That's the first thing. They return unannounced from the back. So we're supposed to believe that nobody saw them hanging out back there all day, all night. No one saw them back there or saw them come through. That's why I always used to like in the Monday Night Wars era, the Attitude Era days. We've got to go to the back. We've got a camera in the back because a car's just arrived out in the parking lot. What's going on? And then you actually see the person arrive back at the building, right? That was always cool, rather than just they appear from the entry with their music all queued up and right. It's always been one of my pet peeves. Now, obviously, if they return through the crowd for a sneak attack with no music, hood over their head and whatnot, this person's just come to the building, got in somehow, whether they bought a ticket or what. Speculate away. But they jump in over the barrier through the crowd and whatnot. But yeah, the cued music, entrance from the back. Oh my God, it's such and such. Nobody saw them. Especially when the ones that I'm talking about specifically, I just watched on YouTube, was a couple of Kane's returns. And of course, Kane, you're not going to have Kane return to nothing. Kane is returning with his pyro, with his music. I mean, it's just happening. It would be ridiculous not to. But I always find it funny. It's like Kane's like 72 foot tall, chiseled out of granite. Nobody saw him enter the building. Like, why is this a surprise? Nobody put word out or got a camera backstage that Big Kane, the big red machine, has just arrived backstage and nobody saw it. It's all good fun, isn't it? It's all good fun. I mean, we could pick stuff like that apart for days, couldn't we? Like, one thing I really liked. So when we were leading into the Royal Rumble, and I apologize, Ginger King over on Twitch, I apologize, mate. If you're not a wrestling fan, Theo, May Sakura, they're in the... I apologize if you're not wrestling fans. I've kind of got myself off on a tangent here. I'm supposed to be deducing things, but these people have got me onto wrestling somehow. Actually, that's not really fair, is it? I kind of got myself on... No, Rick got me onto wrestling. It's Rick's fault. Rick's fault. Oh, Ginger King, you used to be, and your roommate is? Okay, well, hey, maybe we can bring you back. Ginger King, every fortnight, Monday nights, 6:30 p.m. on my other channel, The Wasted World of Sports, we do a wrestling podcast. So, yeah, I mean, do feel free. Maybe we'll win you back again. We've converted some people to wrestling fans again. You're over the violence. Fair enough. Fair enough, but maybe you're into other things. I do live commentary on rugby league, rugby union. We've got the wrestling show. We've started doing the Aussie rules as well over there on the Wasted World of Sports. But anyway, I digress. Back to what I was talking about. So, one thing that really used to irritate me, we're talking about the surprise returns, and they've got their music queued up and whatnot, and you know, they come from the back and nobody saw them come in. I was more a fan of the camera's ready. Oh, somebody just appeared. We've got to get the camera to the back. Blah, 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 whatever. The other thing that used to get me was somebody is beating the ever-living bollocks out of somebody in the ring, right? And then the music plays, the pyro hits or whatever, and somebody's coming out now to make the save. As soon as the music hits, the people or the person, the one or however many people in the ring hear the music of the person coming out to make the save, and it's, oh my god, there's music playing. I better stop beating the ever-living bollocks out of this poor prone body in the ring and turn and watch the stage. The entranceway. That always irritated me. Now, there's a couple of moments that I really, really loved from the Attitude Era days, and I went, yes, see, these people get it. Shawn Michaels in the lead up to the Royal Rumble was absolutely waylaying The Undertaker in the middle of the ring. And there was all that conjecture around Kane. Where does he stand? DX came out and said, Kane's the newest member of Degeneration X. Undertaker's like, leave my family out of this. Undertaker's getting beat down in the middle of the ring. Kane comes out. The pyro explodes. Shawn Michaels doesn't stop. He keeps laying into the Undertaker in the middle of the ring. I'm like, yes, these people get it. I mean, why would you... You know it's going to take a few minutes for... You know what I mean? Psychology. We know that this stuff is not real, right? But you expect us to suspend disbelief, and like watching a movie or a TV show, we need to get sucked into the moment. And little things like that can take us out of the moment, right? When they hear music and stop and turn and, no, Shawn Michaels kept going. Boom, boom, boom. He knows he's got a few minutes from when that music hits. Kane's got to get down the ramp into the ring. He's getting as many shots in as he can before he gets pulled off him. And there was another one where Undertaker was beating the ever-loving piss out of X-Pac, right? When X-Pac and Kane were teaming up and Undertaker came along, I think it was going into Judgment Day. Undertaker was wrestling Austin for the title. And it was a similar thing that happened. Undertaker's beating the ever-living bollocks out of X-Pac. Kane, the music hits, the pyro, the flames. Kane's on his way down to the ring. Undertaker doesn't stop beating on X-Pac. He actually stands and points up the ramp at Kane and is like, these last few shots are for you. And he starts kicking the man while he's down. I'm like, these guys get it. These guys get it. The psychology. What the hell? Sorry. Random noise from outside. Wondered what it was. So yeah, anyway, that's one of my little pet peeves is when the person attacking stops just because music plays. They got to stop and look around all panicked. Stuff like that just completely takes me out of the situation. All right, what do we got going on here? Gallows Creek Official Matchday Magazine. I can't help but notice there's lots of dates on these stories as well, so... Lazar says, yep, a lot more making it look real and a lot more making sense with psychology sensibility. And, you know who was great? You know who was great? One of the best psychologists, shall we say. Jake the Snake Roberts. I was talking about it last wrestling podcast, I think. How Jake would walk to the Royal Rumble. Why is he in a rush? Why are people running down? Why would you run down? Why would you get in the ring until somebody makes you get in the ring? No, Jake would just walk down. Low down the entranceway. Hey, you guys go about your business. Even when they made him get in the ring, he'd just sit in the corner and go, oi, go on, you guys beat each other up for a while. I'm fine over here. You do your thing. Anyway. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. My apologies. I can't help myself sometimes. I get onto these tangents and... Okay, all right, so... Donations to help Chuck Brody. Former Gallows High football. Okay, so this is him. Chuck is the football captain. Here is a game day thing. So this is Chuck. This is Chuck. All right, and this is his as well. All right, so these two articles go to Chuck. Suffered a career-ending injury as a victim of the festival disaster. Okay, so Chuck's got a reason to be angry as well. All right, so he's lost his footy career because of this. So, please, ahoy. How are you? Sorry, we're just in the middle of deducing some things here, hopefully. The health and safety, mystery guest. The lead engineer responsible for that disaster. Okay, so these... Yeah, doing very well, Zoe. Thank you. And glad to hear that you are too. So we've got to find out who this lottery winner was. So that was 14 years ago from 86. That would be 72, I think we established. A man won the lottery. A car. Oh, diary of a car thief. Police informant. Maybe I'm focused on the wrong thing there. Maybe I'm focused on the lottery winner. I need to be focused on the sub story there. That's a little cheeky. See how there's a sub story here to this article? That's cheeky. That's cheeky, man. Look at that. Okay, so I'm focusing on the headline. 24-hour gas station bought by local ex-lottery winner. I think we need to focus on this here. Diary of a car thief. This is the one that will connect this article to other things. Police informant, tell-all book. That looks a lot like one of the... That looks a lot like one of the women... Yeah. That looks a lot like Rebecca Allen, RA. Where's that article gone? I'm focusing on the headline. That's Rebecca Allen. Let's put these side by side. That's her. That is her, Rebecca Allen. Okay. Rebecca Allen, the car thief. Crime syndicate. Local legend takes to infamous author. Okay. New life in the big city. That's hers as well. Is your car safe? Sheriff Matthews, suspicious behavior, crime wave of 70. This is related to hers as well. 87, health and safety, lead engineer in that disaster. That's all connected to that. That's all connected there as well. The bus. All right, we're getting closer, closer, closer. Investigators, lead engineer, Ant Williams. Okay, so this is Ant. Right. So Ant, he was the lead engineer, which means he's potentially the special guest in this 87 Festival of Disaster. The big wheel breaking free. So that's 72. And that's Old Love. Okay, there's a lot of stories here about her and the car thievery. We are in 1987. All right, let's remember that. Our current game period is 1987, so that'll help us with the dates here to try and figure out who is where. So Kim is likely still working at the hospital. So the festival disaster was in 72. This is from 73. Yeah, 69. All right, so probably nothing too much to do with Chuck Brody. Ant Williams. Ant Williams has made a career out of tragedy. So, Ant. We've got a couple of choices here. I think I have possibly just screwed this up so badly. Gas station bought by lottery winner. That's still something, I think. I just want to make sure that's something. But I think what we have here, it's either going to be Ant Williams. Investigators blame the engineers. Talking about horror movies while assembling the big wheel, which led to various construction mistakes. They've been ordered to do community service for a total. Is there anything on the back? Community service for a total. Nope, nothing on the back. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We've got Kim, who is still at the hospital. Kim presumably is still working at the hospital. All right, she got married in 70. That was 2 years ago. This bus accident happened in 77. Oh, 10 years ago, sorry. And then they wanted privacy. So Kim is probably still at the hospital, and Ant is still at the power station. That's what I don't know. What do we think, chat room? I hope I haven't bored you to tears with my deductions, but that's what I'm thinking. It's either Kim is still in the hospital this day, or Ant is still at the power station, because I'm pretty sure it looks like Old Love here left town. 86. It seems like she left town last year. Infamous author moves out of Gallows Creek for a new life in the big city. Yeah, okay, so she's gone. She's gone. She's out of here. We can rule her out. I think it's Kim who's still at the hospital. Chuck. Oh, wait, Chuck won the lottery. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Twist City. Chuck won the lottery. GR Baden. Ahoy, mate. Welcome along. Okay, this is a twist. All right. So, Chuck, footy player, was in the festival wheel accident. This one. There was a call for donations to help him on his road to recovery. They bought him lottery tickets. Okay, this Festival of Disaster happened in 72, 14. Okay, so he won the lottery. Yes. Hang on, I moved the wrong one. Ah, yes. This is Old Love. That's her husband. Her husband passed away. This. Okay. So Christine's Gas and Repair has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago, 86. Look at that, 72 was when he was bought the lottery tickets. Last year with Festival Disaster, the Festival Disaster was 72. That adds up. The dates check out. Hopefully he gets lucky and back on his feet. 86. This is last year. Okay, so, oh, wow. We've got a third person now. All right, so, old mate here is there in the evenings as well. It will keep me busy on an evening. Okay, he's only there at night time. Chuck at the gas station. Okay, Chuck is the gas station. Let's take that. That's a definite. Chuck is at the gas station. Kim probably still works at the hospital. Ant at the power station. And Rebecca, I guess, used to be the trailer park. Okay, so Rebecca used to own the trailer park, but she has now sold it and gone. So I think we can rule Rebecca out. She's already left town. Ant is possibly still at the power station. $87. Okay, yep. So he's probably still... Seems like he might have moved on, though, and he does, like, appearances and whatnot these days. Chuck can't really do too much. Seems like the gas station might be... Okay, so we'll have to go... Him at the hospital. She's lost her husband. He wants privacy. We might have to go, given it's nighttime. November 86. Where are we? We're September 87. Let's just make sure I haven't missed anything. Staff search. I feel like we might have to go Chuck at the gas station. What do you think, chat room? That's what I'm thinking. What I'm going to do, though, I'm just going to phone Peggy. Let's just
How's it going?
see what she says. I'll say, almost got it.
I'm okay, thanks. I think I've almost got it.
Good luck.
All right, that didn't really do anything. Okay, I think... Yeah. Chuck, gas station, I'm thinking. Well, she was the local doctor in 84. Let's just check on Kim again. Flu season, 84. Make sure you're protected. She got married in 1970. 77 was the accident. So 7 years on, okay, she's still, well, yeah, okay. Well, I think Kim's still there. I think Ant is still there. I'm gonna go Chuck. Especially since it is nighttime. Let's go Chuck. Gas station. Why not? Let's do it. Let's commit.
How's it going?
Chuck
I'm ready, Peggy.
at the gas
Are
station.
you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
I'm sure.
Let's do it.
This.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Oh, wait. Target? Well, that changes things. Because the target, well, it's definitely not Rebecca. It's Ant, it's Kim, or it's Chuck. Ah, let's just go with Chuck.
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
Gas station.
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
They're upset, see, because he won the lottery.
Hello?
Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's back. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
Forget. Get yourself together, man.
forget what?
Forget. No, man. I gotta get out of here.
And he's gone.
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed.
Well.
Chuck. Jesus!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest. The whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't
Oh,
think so.
we saved his life.
I got everyone to follow me out. Town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though.
Ah, we saved his life.
Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man, I can't thank you enough, but... Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
Wait,
You're most welcome.
lost
We
it.
saved his life, everyone.
What about today?
The man
Forrest,
lives
the
because of
call
our
lighting up.
deduction.
Get us into some music while I deal with this.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Stream.
We just saved a man's life. I'm going to play the same track. You know what? I'm sick of changing the music. Let's just play the same one every single time. We saved a man's life,
There's
Peggy.
gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep.
Of course, that's what
Like
she
I
means.
said, I need to handle all these
He's not
calls.
doing anything.
Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
She's not doing anything to help. Oh, man, that's incredible. Well, see... Yeah, we had a couple of possibilities there. Yeah, we had a couple of possibilities there. I just, went with Chuck. Head back down to the basement. Yippee! Oh, we saved another life. It feels good. Feels good, man. We saved a life here tonight. Let's save a few more. Okay, How? What? Plot twist. I'm actually a ghost. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to go down the stairs there. I've ended up, like, walking along the awning. Okay, there we go. Down the stairs I went. That's locked, is it? Right. Back to the magic room. Okay, hey. Looking for...
The key? Was this always here?
Where? What
I
key?
missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
What key? What key? Oh! That one right there. Yeah, that wasn't... No, that wasn't there before. Basement storage. That definitely wasn't there. A little cheeky key. Well, I wonder if that's the room across the way that I tried to get through before. This one up here, you know? This one. Right there.
Hey, Forrest!
Hey!
Oh,
give me
god
some
damn you,
warning
Peggy.
before yelling down the intercom?
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
There's a whole map of the town. I mean, we've got a map of the town in our studio as well, so On the surface, it's probably not that bizarre, but why is there one down here as well? I suppose is the thing. Oh, there's a cassette. We'll take this. We take that back up to the studio.
Hey, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Yeah, look at that. It's like, hey, it's a Polaroid. It's a Nickelback photograph of a cassette player on a bench. Well, that's not a bench. A rack. A rack Jones. What it is. All right. Well, we'll play the tape here. It's a great rack, yes. How do I... Aha. It's time to play the tape.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He said I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
How bizarre. All right, so... okay, well, let's find... Oh, there's another mousetrap. There's one.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m.
Autopsy?
Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death...
So somebody did drown. What the hell is going on here, man? Oh. What is going on? Jesus. Why did it make that... You know... No, I hate it when it makes that sound. Why did it have to make that sound?
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face. typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Okay. He was running from something. Fallen in the water, maybe. Fallen. Or, like, killed and then dumped in the water. We still don't know that, I suppose. Got to keep finding tapes.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Oh, does it have to keep making sounds? Honestly. More... Hey, more mouse traps, by the way. Oh, and another photograph. I'll try and get a look at that. That's just hinting to us where the next one is, I think.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Is that recording? Shut it off.
Dr. Sullivan, is that... Oh, no, that was Walker. Dr. Walker.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. And I can... I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you. But that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say. That I should say. But... my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the
What?
hell? Peggy is not gonna believe
What?
this.
Sounds like Saw, Jigsaw. Jigsaw Jones from the Saw movies, you know. Clive the janitor, eh? Well, you know what they say, never trust a janitor. What's this artist? Oh, it's another record. Okay, we'll take that. It's more music to play. We haven't heard this one yet.
A new vinyl for my collection.
Wait. We're finding records down here in the basement. All right, we better let Peggy know what's going on. The Pegster? The Pegster. Oh, God. The Pegster. See if I can make my way back through this maze. Okay, I didn't see this before. All right, I've already found that, I think. A 4 a.m. call was received from a jogger reporting the body had been found washed up on the reservoir. I think we've got it all sorted now. I think we've got it all put together. All the dots are connecting.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George.
Georgie boy.
So young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just...
Oh!
Place it.
Seriously?
The woman calling in.
Met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently.
The woman that keeps calling in and
I
requesting
don't
that
know.
same song.
Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
Moved the body? How weird.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded the doctor, Dr. Sullivan, to stop recording.
Dr. Sullivan. Wait, Virginia Sullivan? She was her caller from earlier.
Well, then our caller was involved in a conspiracy
Told
to
ya.
this boy's death. We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on.
And we better play her song.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died.
We know what he did
hoped someone
last
would
summer.
find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think
So
you
you
found
should be,
anything,
Peggy.
Forrest?
I think there's gotta be more down here. I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there? Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All right then. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Oh, man. Wow. This is a cool game, right? This has been fun. I got to make sure that I found all the possible evidence on these photographs that have been pointing out. Okay, a file. Yep. A file and a photograph. That was around the corner here. Now, I didn't really read the file.
This looks useful.
Yeah, we need to take it. Yep. So there was something I missed. What say you now, Peggy?
What have you found, Forrest?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier. Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A.
Oh, well, that makes you an expert
Not
then.
important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
Cool
What are you
project.
suggesting, then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests. That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive. Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
All right, I think we are done.
Found everything for us?
I think so.
I think there's got to be more down here.
Oh,
I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there? Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All
right.
then. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
suggesting that there's still more down here, huh? Where's this photograph lead? How many more can there possibly be?
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Fine. Okay, you know what? I don't think I heard that one before. Lazar says, I wonder if one of the victims isn't really a victim, but are actually still alive and the killer. Oh. Swerve Central, huh? Vince Russo would be very proud. Which is absolutely not an insult, by the way. I love me some Vinny Roo. I feel like he's very hard done by in retrospect. That oh, okay, we played this one. That looks like this shot, right? That looks like this one. This photograph. Fan on top of the cabinet, small cabinet, boxes by the side. That yeah, that's got to be this one. But we did listen to that tape. I'm certain we listened to this tape already. Yes, it's not even letting me. Oh, it is letting me play it again.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm.
We did.
It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
We did listen to that one. All right. I wonder if we've got everything now. There was that one tape that I missed. I wonder if we have everything now. Maybe I need to take this with me. Yes, I needed to take that with me.
Has to be important.
Okay. I was just reading those things. I wasn't taking them. I need to take them with me. Okay. Fair play. Fair play. Well, actually, what have we got here? This potentially another tape. We definitely played that one. It's right there in front of us. But potentially another tape. Well, let's go back to the intercom. Let's see what she says anyway. What did she say with this new little bit of information that we picked up? Because surely I found all the tapes now. Maybe. There might be one more somewhere. Yeah, good old Vinny Roo. And I'll tell you what as well. Hang on. No, that's the first one. As soon as we came in the door. Definitely played that one. And let me just check down here. And, you know, the Royal Rumble. I'm sure that all the wrestling fans will agree with me here on this one, but the Royal Rumbles have never been the same since Pat Patterson passed. I think all the wrestling fans will agree with that. I mean, it was his baby after all. All right, let's see what she says.
What have you found, Forrest?
There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
Oh, it was in the
According to
newspaper.
that,
It
it's
must be
just what
true.
you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia? Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
We found everything. Yes. 3 a.m. We found it all.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
It's our job.
This is our job, Peggy.
What we do.
You gotta do it.
You're right.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
What's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. Okay,
Good
Forrest,
job.
shut the music off.
Laza says, funny you mention, I actually connect with Vince Russo through the internet. He is a nice guy from my experience talking to him.
When you're ready, shut the music off.
Shut up, Peggy. I'm talking to Laza, all right? Yeah,
Hello
absolutely.
again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fretman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you?
Ah, they're still partying at the house. Oh, that's hilarious. They're still... Remember from the first stream that we did of this game, and we sent that frat party over to that lady's house because the whistling man was there? They're still there partying at 3 a.m. That's hilarious. But yeah, Laza, from what I can gather too, Vince Russo is a great dude. You know, I think he gets a bad rap based on what happened with WCW, right? But I mean, really, and this might be a controversial take. I'm going to say this, though. Like, okay. I do believe that he probably did need... Like, we hear about Vince McMahon was a filter for Vince Russo. We hear about that, how Vince McMahon would filter out all of Russo's bad ideas, and so what got presented on TV were the better ones, the less crazy ones. But Vince Russo, left to his own devices, was just madness. I mean, that's what we hear, and some of what went down in WCW towards the end, maybe there's some truth to that matter, but I mean, I guess controversial opinion, controversial point of conversation. Was it as bad as we remember it? Now, obviously, bear with me here. I'm just throwing it out there for conversation, for a talking point. Was it as bad as we remember, really, those end days of WCW? Now, you've got to remember a couple of things. Ted Turner was already out of the picture at this point, so there was nobody behind the scenes pushing to keep WCW on the air. The bigwigs wanted wrestling off the station for so long. Ted Turner was the only one keeping it there for as long as it was. With Ted Turner out of the picture, yeah, Conspiracy Jones, was it as bad as we remember it? I would actually love to sit down and try and watch some of it again with a more open mind now, the benefit of hindsight. It was so there was that behind the scenes going on, and there was also, at the time, WWE was just going to the moon at that point, right? So, yeah, comparatively, it probably did stink. Was it as bad as we sort of remember it? The narrative has made it. Talking point. Just throwing it out there. Devil's Advocate Jones. You know? Lazar says, I think a lot of the traditionalists didn't like Russo as he was a writer, not a booker. Yeah, well, see, and that's exactly it, man. Like, maybe, just maybe, rather than having that approach, they should have... I mean, I don't know. I wasn't involved, obviously, so I wasn't there behind the scenes. But, yeah, I mean, maybe rather than just... you know, pooping on all these ideas, make a better effort to work with the guy and say, hey, look, that's a great story, and I can appreciate the direction you're taking it, but here's what would make it work more for a wrestling audience, for a wrestling show. There was one of the most recent videos was on Eric Bischoff's podcast. I want to make sure I get this right. I don't want to just say things blindly, but it was about Vince Russo. It was something along the lines of Eric was saying Vince Russo booked angles or something. Eric Bischoff booked stories, not wrestling, or something along those lines. Essentially what you're saying, Lazar, essentially exactly what you're saying. Russo wrote angles, not stories. Vince Russo couldn't write wrestling stories. He wrote angles. And yeah, maybe that's where... And look, I wasn't involved. Maybe people did try to work with Vince Russo, and he pushed back. Like, I'm the head writer. Leave me be. Who knows? I wasn't there. I can only speculate, but All I know about Vince Russo is that my favorite era of wrestling, he was in control of a lot of that. Yes, maybe he did have Vince McMahon and Pat Patterson and these guys as a filter. Maybe. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. To what extent? Who knows? But yeah, I can't dislike the guy because as far as I'm aware, he gave me so many childhood memories that still live with me to this day. I was just talking about some of them earlier that I remember all this stuff happening. Anyway.
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd.
3 a.m. the party
We're
carried on.
hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Don't be... Yeah, hey, look. Don't be sorry at all, Virginia. Understandable. There's a killer on the loose. He was at your house trying to kill you. We get it.
Sorry, you've been through a lot.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
Oh, now we're sorry.
I thought...
Everyone's sorry in this game.
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Oh, a lot more than you think. Let's just come straight out with it.
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
He's already come for you.
Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he?
Oh, no, that's right. Clive, the janitor, is not the whistling man.
We thought so too, but...
You don't understand. All those years ago, he...
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he... Well...
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a
Let's
boy
hear
on
this
my
story.
side. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand, she needed me.
We understand.
Do we? Do we, Peggy? Chat room, A or B? I feel like we should call this out. I mean, yeah, okay, she was doing it for her sis and all, but Peggy can't speak for us, right? He jumped the gun there a little bit, I think. Yes, call it out, says Lazar. Speak for yourself, Peggy.
I don't. You helped cover up the death of a child.
Yeah.
Forrest.
But he threatened me. And
Don't forest me. It is what it
To
is.
help yourself.
Oh, God.
Forrest, that wasn't necessary.
You go screw
needed to be
yourself,
said.
Peggy. She needs to know the wrong she's done.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details?
Yeah, well, we'll never find out if you're in charge, will we, Peggy?
Well,
You just
we know
go along
Sandra was
telling
involved in
everyone you
George's death.
understand.
Do you want to call her?
I do.
Yeah, let's call
All
her
right,
and tell her
but
we
Before
understand.
we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio. Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around.
Oh, not this show.
What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Well, that sounds nice.
Really? Well, that sounds nice. I might just call you back tomorrow then, too.
You got my number. But what about tonight? Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
Remember why we called, Forrest.
Of course. Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell.
She's keen.
Knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Sandra, we know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't be a liar, Sandra. It doesn't suit you.
I'm not lying. Oh, look at the time.
Ah.
It sure is late. I have to go. I'll drive home now, or just drive. I'm sorry.
Well,
I might have gone a bit hard on her.
A little bit.
All right, let's
Okay,
just move
this
on.
brazen approach is not
folks,
working out
if
for us.
anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
that's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
Yeah, this brazen approach is just not working out. I obviously need to take it a little bit easier on the residents of Gallows Creek.
189.16, The Scream with
They can't handle the truth,
Nash.
these people.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything.
It's the pizza guy.
But I wondered if you could send this special birthday message.
It's
to
the pizza guy.
No, I don't wanna.
Oh, come on! It's his birthday. I won't have a chance to do it again until
It's Ponty's Pizza.
May as well, Forrest.
Fine. What's his name?
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my god damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Ponty's Pizza. Starting at just...
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us! Damn it!
Oh.
This is your fault.
My fault?
I said I didn't want to do it.
Don't blame me because Brian Ponty can't control himself.
Ah.
Don't worry. We've already
That's
got
hilarious.
another caller on the line. Just pick it up, okay?
This is 189.16, The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always delivers! Come
No.
closely or Whistling Man will be there!
Oh.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay? Forrest?
I hope the Whistling Man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry, that was too much.
It's okay. It's been a
Ponty's
high-stress
Pizza,
night.
everyone.
Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
Okay, are we sure it's not... Oh, I missed. Are we sure it's not Ponty's Pizza again?
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponty's Pizza. That's
Yeah, screw
all
that
I'm gonna
place.
say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16, The Scream, with me, Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Don. I bet I know why you're calling. I'm sorry I didn't play your song. There's a lot going on.
Oh,
But please,
Never mind that now. Forrest, I'm calling because I need your help.
are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
yeah, helping? You got me to go outside in the dark, and it was scary. Helping me? I thought it was going to be, I honestly thought it was going to be, are you in danger? And she would have been like, yes, I'm in danger. And then her voice would have changed completely. I'm in danger of being hungry, which can be saved by Ponty's Pizza. Ah. Ponty got us again.
Helping? You didn't exactly help.
Maybe I've been helping more than you know. I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next. After Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out. I need you to help me get inside.
Can a neighbor let you in?
I only moved in last week. I don't know anybody yet. There's not even a buzzer here, only the keypad for the entry code. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night.
That's somebody cutting their hair?
Shit.
A dog.
Is that a neighbor's dog?
Yes, it is. wish he'd muzzle that thing and... Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. This night can't get any... The whistling man. He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Darling, huh?
Starling Security 4000, huh?
That's right. Very newly installed. I need the key code before the whistling man gets me.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy.
Maybe just stay that out of sight.
Dawn
Then
into her apartment.
For all the time. I also love the ultimate irony of now playing her song. Now.
A classic back by popular demand. This is Long Ride Home by the Barn Finds. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird about that.
Yeah, it sounded like someone was shaving their head.
We have a Starling 4000 or whatever.
Well, their head,
Here
we
in
hope.
Cape Town. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who. But to help someone.
All right. Back down to the basement, huh?
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere, Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Back down we go. Check out Clive's closet. Sterling 4000. Probably wouldn't be in here. It'd be in a drawer or something, I'm gathering. Lazza wants to know when a caller's going to call in and ask, what is your favorite scary movie? I feel like we've already had a nod to I Know What You Did Last Summer, right? With the whole cover-up thing. The whole cover-up story arc. There's possibly already been a nod to Scream that I've just forgotten. It is possible. Oi! Oh, nice. I can just walk around with this. I don't know why I would want to, but I can just walk around with a mannequin arm. Okay, Clive, where would you have kept this documentation? In these drawers, I would have thought. Apparently not. Let's just check everywhere. Oh, yeah, look, that's still open. See, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's still open from earlier. That's not right. I am not happy about that whatsoever. Not a fan. Not a fan. I feel like there's very little chance it would be in here because this is where we did all the other stuff earlier with all the doozy whatsits. But I mean, obviously it's worth checking everywhere, I suppose, regardless. I can't imagine it being in here though. Be hilarious if it was. That'd be so funny. Because Clive has probably only got so many little hidey holes. Old Clivey boy. Would he have a desk? I suppose he could have a... I suppose he could have a desk in the staff room. Maybe. We may as well have a look, I suppose. We know the staff room upstairs, the one that I'm talking about. Oh, private.
So many locked doors, so few keys.
Yeah, if he's got his little nook down here, he probably doesn't have a desk. But who knows what we might find. Doctor's prescription. What that is. VHS tape. Can we play tapes? Oh yeah, probably there. Let's put the video on. What is it? Oh, it's broken. Bugger. Switch that off. We don't want to hear that. Yeah, so we'll check upstairs, I suppose. That staff room at the end of the hall. I don't know that he would have had a desk here, but... See, I guess I've just thrown... Oh, it's Ponty's Pizza! Please enjoy a free sample of garlic bread. We can't get away from Ponty's. Oh, that's funny. Ponty's Pizza is everywhere. Everywhere, man. Everywhere. Oh, boy. Well, I tell you what. Searching for info on the Starling 4000. I feel like this might be, honestly, a free haggis. Yes, that's what they should have sent us. I feel like this might honestly just be a nice, clean breaking point for the evening, as it's very quickly snuck up till 10 p.m. and I need to make dinner plans. I was obviously doing my Wasted Water Sports channel before this, so yeah, starting to get a little bit on the tired side. Got work tomorrow. So yeah, we might make a nice clean break there as we're searching for info on the Starling 4000. So seems like a pretty good ending point. Thank you so much for your company here on this one. Very much appreciate it as always. And I will catch you guys next time. I'll look now that the footy season sort of coming to an end. It's the grand final next weekend, so legitimately the very last game of the season. So when that happens, I mean, I think you'll find that I probably do quite a few more Intoxigamer streams throughout the course of a week. So we'll see. But anyways, I will take my leave here in this one, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. Cheers.